2026 marks 60 years of Star Trek, and IDW Publishing is pulling out all the stops with a massive celebration. One of the most beloved franchises in all pop culture, Star Trek has inspired countless generations of fans drawn to its vision of a bright and optimistic future for humanity. Star Trek comics books are warp and woof with the franchise. The first Star Trek comics hit newsstands roughly a year after the show premiered on NBC. Published by Gold Key, who specialized in media tie-in comics, the series ran an amazing 12 years. From there, the rights to produce Star Trek comics bounced around from publisher to publisher, before landing at IDW in 2006. IDW still holds the license, and will continue to make Trek titles through 2029. The publisher has released some of the best comics based on the franchise, including 2 titles simply called Star Trek. Since 2006, IDW has published titles based on nearly every incarnation of the franchise, including the Kelvin timeline, as well as newer programs such as Discovery and Lower Decks. IDW has netted nominations and awards for their line of Star Trek comics, and now it is helping the franchise celebrate its 60th anniversary in style with a new one-shot full of exciting stories. IDW is giving Star Trek a proper 60th anniversary celebration. IDW will be bringing new perspectives to the Star Trek franchise. Today, The Hollywood Reporter announced IDW's Star Trek 60th Anniversary Special. Clocking in at 68 pages, the one-shot anthology features stories drawing on the franchise's rich history. The book brings together Star Trek veterans, both in comics and television, as well as a gaggle of exciting newcomers. The 7 pieces in the Star Trek 60th Anniversary Special include a Sulu-centric story penned by Brian Michael Bendis, and based on a real-world encounter with actor George Takei. Bendis will be joined by frequent collaborator Michael Gaydos for the story. Megan Camarena, Mari Rowlands and J.P. Jordan will bring fans a Starfleet Academy story. The special holds many other delights for Star Trek fans as well. David Gerrold, one of the last living original series writers and the creator of the Tribbles, checks in with a story featuring Harry Mudd. Lower Decks creator Mike McMahan joins forces with Michael Allred and Laura Allred for a new tale of the Cerritos. Ryan North and Derek Charm will give fans a love letter to the animated series, while Chris Fangolio will give Enterprise its due. Worf gets in on the act too, in a story by David Walker with art by the Escorza brothers. Finally, the Star Trek 60th Anniversary Special begins the next phase of IDW's comics line. The one-shot will help launch Star Trek, the new centerpiece of IDW's Trek line. Previously announced, the series follows Captain 7 of 9 and her crew aboard the Enterprise NCC 1701G. The new series will be written by Trek Comics veteran Christopher Cantwell with art by Isaac Sanchez. IDW is celebrating Star Trek's 60th better than Paramount. Over the course of 60 years, and numerous television shows and movies, Star Trek has established itself as a vital part of the science fiction genre. Characters such as Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock have become larger-than-life heroes, now with multiple actors bringing them to life. In many ways, Star Trek has become modern mythology, and this is a cause for celebration. Some fans have expressed dissatisfaction with how parent company Paramount Pictures is handling Star Trek's 60th anniversary. The celebration started strong with a Rose Parade float, but quickly petered out with the cancellation of Starfleet Academy, and the announcement no new shows were in production. It might seem that Star Trek shot itself in the foot right as it was crossing the finish line, but IDW is more than making up for it with its own celebration of the franchise's glorious history.